Hello, everyone. It's your girl Cash. I just got home late at night from hanging out, and I've been drinking a little bit. So I decided to do this video so I can be a little free and be on the video vlog. And I'm taping this free. So I decided to go in the closet, rep my team, rep my hat. It's NFL weekend. It's NFL kickoff week. So this is a team I'm repping. If you question it, want to know why, guess what? I don't give a damn. Go Broncos. All right, let's get to this. So Sydney actually requested, she actually suggested this, so I actually took her advice, and I decided to do a question and a Q&A session so I can upload it so you can get to know me. So I'm going to start with her question first. Sydney, what was the most challenging part about parenting a teenager? What's the most rewarding thing about being the mother of an only child? The most challenging part, I would say, is letting letting Essence is my daughter, letting Essence have her own individuality while still trying to steer her. And what I tried to do was give her pros and cons of any decision, any choices she had to make. And I tried to make her feel as though she was making her own choice. Because I think that as parents, when your child goes off into the real world, when you're not around them 24/7, I think that it's very, very important to teach them how to critically think outside of you. So that when you're not there, they'll be able to make rational decisions. So that was probably the most challenging part. What's the most rewarding thing? I would probably say, you know what? I can't answer that because I've never raised anything more than an only child. So I'd probably assume that it was probably financial because I didn't have a lot of children to raise. It just raised her. So as far as the financial aspect, it was just her. So Chavez, I hope I am pronouncing your name right. Chavez asked me, what is the biggest lesson that you have learned so far? What goes up must come down. Basically, nothing lasts forever. Even our lives have an expiration date. So when you come to the understanding that the good moments, the bad moments, whatever it is, you got to learn from them. And you have to cherish those moments because, like I've said before, moments are all that we have. So that's my biggest lesson that I've learned so far. Anthony, this Anthony, Mr. AKA, I'm gonna troll strong black women. Yeah, that Anthony. If you could do anything and remain anonymous and get away with it, what would it be? Rig the lotto. If I can rig that the Mega Millions, is that what it's called, the Mega Millions, where it's like in all those different states when it gets to like 300+ million? If I can rig that mofo, look at my face. I am dead serious. If I can rig the lotto, I would in a heartbeat. Moving on. Sandra, aka WCD, that's my nickname for her. And Candace, I guess I had the same question. What was your turning point that started all of your changes and also started the video blog? I want to avoid this one, but being that I'm a woman of my word, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to be as vague as possible, but still telling the truth at the same time. Is that possible? I met someone or something. I'm going to say something or someone. I met something or someone 2 years ago, and they inspired me to be a better woman, a better person. And it wasn't anything they said or did, or wasn't the thing wasn't anything that they did. It's just that I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be perfect mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. I just wanted to be that chick. And the funny thing is, on the flip side of the situation, which actually is answering the second question to this blog, on my path to me feeling like I was becoming a better person and a better woman, that thing or someone, it wasn't changing. And I would talk to people, and I would talk to my friends, my parent, my dad, really. And, It made me start questioning my self-worth and my value. And you would just hear all these positive attributes about people listing all these wonderful things about you. And I'm not going to cry. No, not on video. I'm a thug, damn it. Thugs don't cry. So you're not going to get to see me cry on video. So I didn't believe it. I didn't believe anything that people had to say. And I started the video blog so I can look back at me and I can see what everybody else sees. Yeah. And also for my daughter, because Essence, when I'm no longer here, I would like for Essence to be able to pull up YouTube, and hopefully YouTube will still be around. I would like for Essence to be able to pull up YouTube and listen to the words of her mother when I'm not here. And I want to make this very clear. I'm not trying to be some self-help guru, and no, this is not the purpose. This is my journey, because I wasn't trained to be self-help, and no, I didn't go to school for this. I wasn't trained for this. This is my journey, and I'm deciding to share it with you guys. And if I so happen to inspire someone along the way, it'll be a wonderful, beautiful byproduct of what I'm trying to accomplish. So this sharing your soul on video and sharing it, it's a little tough. It's definitely therapeutic, and I would probably have to say that it's definitely rewarding. And this is my second one, so I can just imagine how this is going to be moving forward. I just encourage you guys to do the same. Really, please. It's a cool thing. Actually, it's actually kind of dope. Let's move on. Michael, aka Batman. When will you give up the war and understand that you cannot possibly win? Never. I'm never giving up. In case you guys don't know, Michael and I have been on a Facebook poke war for probably about 4 years or more. And it's never going to stop. Probably when Facebook ends, Michael, is when I'll stop. So just know, never. From Light Show. What do I feel a good woman is? And is a 2014 woman different than a 90s woman or even an early mid-2000s woman? The fact that I'm even able to read this stuff while I've been drinking, amazing. Guess I'm not Floyd Mayweather. In case you don't know, F him. He's a woman beater. F him. What do I feel a good woman is? You know what? I'm not going to get into that. And you want to know why I'm not going to get into that? Because I'm very diplomatic. And I feel that I don't want to get into some gender-specific war. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to answer that question based on what I think a good person is. And I think a good person, because regardless of men, women, men have a penis, women have breasts and vaginas. But regardless of our shell and what we have, we're still people. And I think a good person is a person who's understanding, who's caring, who's empathetic, who's a good listener, who's patient, who's not quick to anger, who's just a motivator, and who inspires you to be a better you. And outside of that, I also think a good person is a person who has their own life outside of their significant other. Because I feel as though when you get into relationships, sometimes relationships or marriages, you forget who you are because you're so one with your mate. But you should also have this life outside of them that, of course, that they're going to know about, but still you should have a life outside of them, because you know, you guys can get back together and you guys can talk about fun things and do things and interesting things. And it's always good to kind of give your mate some space, just a little bit. I don't want you to be up under me 24/7. You know? Anyway, moving on. Is a 2014 woman different than a 90s woman or even an early mid 2000s woman? I don't think I can answer that question intelligently. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to blame this on immaturity. I didn't pay attention to women at the age of 17, 18, 19 because I thought I knew it all. So, you know, in hindsight being 2020, I actually wish that I would have paid attention because I probably ran into a lot of good women in my past, and I probably would have learned a lot quicker. However, I really can't answer that question. Is it any different? I'm probably, you know, if I would have to guess, I would probably say, no, we're not too different. But, you know, who knows? I could be wrong. I could be right. Whatever. Moving on. This question is from Rob. If you had a choice to become a top sports anchor or a news reporter, what would you choose and why? I'm going to go with a big duh. Of course I'd be a sports anchor. You know, I think sports is fun. One, I love sports. And two, I think sports is very cut and dry. There's a winner, a winner and a loser. There's statistics. You have your good players. You have your great players. You have your good players. You have your average players. You have your bad players. It's very simple. It's very easy to report. And not only that, you'd be able to get to interview. I'd be able to get to interview tall, handsome, athletic men all the time, every day. I don't really see a negative in that. Anyway, that's the actual end of the question and answer session. I hope you guys stayed with me along the path. I know it was a little bit longer, but I wanted to get through this. I'll end with this. You guys have a wonderful Monday. Just remember, whatever you want will come to fruition if you don't give up. Never give up. And I'll see you around.